Hi everyone, it's Maddie. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a very long awaited video. It is the handbags I've sold and why video. Last week, 2 weeks ago, I put out my total handbag collection, and so to the observant viewer, you already know what handbags I sold. Maybe you don't know why, but this video is to really talk through that, talk through my reasoning and sort of what happened. I guess like to recap, in the middle of summer this year, I had a collection of 35 bags and it was not sparking joy. It was just too much, and then there was enough bags that I really didn't love. And so just looking at it, it made me feel bad. Like I didn't like it. It was like, this is, this is probably rich coming out from a channel. It's like Maddie shops, but it was like consumption overload, and not even like consumption of something that I love, but it was like, I'm not even connecting with this stuff. Like I need to clear out the things that aren't 10s. Clear out all the 7s, 6s, 5 out of 10s and just focus on the 10s, and now that I've kind of cleared things out, I actually feel like it feels like I have more, because all of the bags that I have now, I really feel like are 10 out of 10, like really favorite bags. Whereas before it almost felt like I had less, because not everything was like so perfect. So I have all the photos of the bags on my phone here. I'll do a little screen recording so it'll all sync up with my conversation. Okay, let's see. All right, we are recording. All right, so the first bag that I separated with this year was this white wavy CC bag. I believe this was from Cruise 23. And this bag was okay. I used it a little bit. I used it a few times. It was a little bit too small to really be the perfect bag. Like whenever I was using it, I just felt like the stuff that I needed, which by the way, isn't a lot. It's like a lip gloss, my phone, like my card case. It didn't quite fit in this bag. That, and it's a very casual bag. It's like rumpled calfskin. I just felt like it wasn't wearing well. And white bags are tough. This didn't get any color transfer or anything like that. But I knew in my mind, in the back of my head, I kind of had this idea really early on that I was gonna get like a white Hermes bag. And then I was like, well, then I will never use this bag once I have that. And so my Gris Pale Birkin 25 is definitely the amazing 10 out of 10 replacement for this. I know it's like not exactly the same, but I would just so much rather, like, I realize that they're, one is a tiny little crossbody, one is like a handheld bag, but like, it wasn't like the crossbody was like super duper functional crossbody. It was like a little bit fussy crossbody, so you might as well carry a Birkin. I don't know if that logic applies. I just wasn't in love with this bag. The age gold hardware was kind of like wearing funky, and I was like, I should just pass on this now, and then, yeah, pass on it now before it gets too worn or too far gone or whatever. The next bag, and I talked about this mini backpack in that one monthly fails video I did, which you guys actually really liked, and I hadn't done another one since. It just felt like a really negative video, but I think people liked the honesty, so maybe it's time for me to do another monthly fails video. This bag, I love the way it looked, but it just didn't work it was like so good in theory, but in practice, it wasn't it. So what was wrong with it? I think first of all, the color, like I loved the color, but I had trouble styling the color. So I still have this color in the mini passport holder, which is really beautiful, but you don't need to like style the SLG color, you just throw it in your bag. But as the bag, maybe it was like a little bit too cool toned, and I'm on this warm tone journey as I'm wearing like all black. But yeah, maybe it was that. The other thing about it, so the straps were convertible, and I didn't like wearing it as a backpack because I felt like it looked weird as a backpack. And then I was wearing it as like a crossbody, but it wasn't like so cute as a crossbody. So like the only way it really looked cute was like over 2 shoulders, but then it wasn't super like secure or functional or easy to carry. So it's like, wasn't good as a backpack, wasn't good as a crossbody, was like super fussy. The color was hard to style. I just knew I wasn't in love with it. And I was like, she gotta go. And this is one of the bags that I purchased and sold within the same year. So it was all in all a mistake, but a learning opportunity, I like to say. So the next few, I don't know, this was like, when I got this bag, I was like, oh, so in love with it. The next few are my wallet on chains, and I got rid of a few wallet on chains, all 3 of these, mostly because I found that they weren't getting used. It used to be like my go-to favorite, like I was a wallet on chain girly. I think there are several videos I have here on YouTube comparing the mini to the wallet on chain, and I'm pretty sure in all of them I'm like the wallet on chain is better. But I outgrew the wallet on chain. It's like, it's kind of sad to say, weird to say, but I just like, I wasn't reaching for it. Anytime I was going somewhere, I didn't want a wallet, I wanted a bag. Like I'm like in my bag era. I'm like, I don't want a wallet. I want like I want a for real purse, like a for real mini bag, or like the Kelly bag, or just like, you know, the 22, like I don't want a wallet. I wasn't using them. So I was like, they have to go. They have to go. I kept my one first wallet on chain that I ever got. She's like the grandfathered in category. I'll always keep that bag, I think, just for the memes. But yeah, all the wallet on chains, they had to go. And this one had a little bit of color transfer, but it was really cute. It just didn't get used. Okay, next, some Louis Vuitton items. So I sold my Louis Vuitton pochette accessoire. Could have kept it for the memories, but honestly, it wasn't one of the first things I even bought from Louis Vuitton. At the time, when I was like into Louis Vuitton, instead of buying a pochette accessoire, I got an Eva clutch and used that as a pouch. That's like a full-on handbag. I was using it as like a pencil case. Okay, what is wrong with me? The Eva is like long gone. But anyway, this was another one that was just like gathering dust. I knew someone else would love it. I just like didn't need to have it here like collecting and collecting. This other bag that I got, I really loved this one. This was the LV Moon Pochette, but it was just like, I just never ever used it. And now with my style, like I just would, the way that I dress, it never makes sense to have a monogram bag with my outfit. It just like, I would try, I would want to, I'd be wearing like all black, but then still somehow there's like CCs everywhere, and then it's like, and a monogram bag, like no, it didn't ever work. And so I was like, you know what, you aren't a museum. Someone would love, I loved this. This was like so cool with like the V zipper. I mean, it was a really cool piece. But it just wasn't working for me. This next piece, this was an expensive lesson learned. This is the XXL Chanel flap. When I bought it, I was like, oh, this will be so good for work and for travel. And it didn't end up working for either, which is unfortunate. I think, first of all, for work, you know, the chain straps, I put a laptop in it. A laptop, you could carry like 5 laptops in it, like would fit in it. But I just felt like it was too much strain on the chain straps. It didn't feel like sturdy, secure. And it was also kind of like, I know, because I carry a Birkin to work, but like this felt flashier. This felt a little flashy because it's not only a flat bag, it's like a flat bag the size of the moon. And I felt like it just was too flashy, gained too much attention, wasn't comfortable to use. Like I felt like I was hurting the bag anytime I tried to use it. And then for travel, I always felt like self-conscious using it for travel. You know, when I'm traveling, I like to be a little bit more low key, under the radar. I'm using like my Longchamp totes. You just don't want to be like a Target in the airport or anything. And so I wasn't comfortable using it for travel. And so then it just sat, and then I was like, listen, it's got to go. And this was one of the bags that actually, because of the way that I timed my sale of it, I was able to sell it at a premium. which is good because I think I also have purchased it within the year, if not like December of last year. So, but I did get a little premium on this one. The next one was this Coco Neige Chanel tote, and for similar reasons, right? Like I just felt like similarly to the XXL flap, I felt like I wasn't comfortable using it traveling, especially traveling by myself without my husband. And while the backpack thing was cute in theory and practice, it was a little impractical, and it was kind of like, why am I using like an auxiliary backpack when I have like really great bags? This goes back to kind of like the wallet on chain thing, where I'm like, I just want a for real bag. I don't want like a zippered off backpack. It was cute. It was so cute in theory. But it just really wasn't that practical. And then also the duffel part of the duffel was actually quite small because like the backpack took up this much space. So the duffel was only like this big. So yeah, so that one went. The boy bag, you know, I've like gone back and forth on this a million times saying, I'm never gonna sell the boy bag. I'm gonna sell the boy bag. The boy bag's out of style. The boy bag's never out of style. The reality is it was too heavy and I wasn't using it. I still think this is a really great bag. I lost a good amount of money on this one, but good riddance. I haven't gone to my closet since and been like, oh, you know what I need? That boy bag. You know, like it's not missing from my life in any way. And to me, that says a lot. Like I held on to it for so long, but I never reached for it. I like was trying to go back and find when I had last worn it. I couldn't tell you when I last wore it. And like, I haven't thought about it since. In fact, going through everything, finding pictures of all the bags I sold, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. Like, it really was not acknowledged in my closet. And I feel like that was where I started getting those negative feelings, where I had things that I like really didn't even want to like look at or reach for or deal with or anything. Yeah, so the boy bag, she left, she gone. This is a controversial one. I actually really love the Kelly To Go. I love this piece. I would get another Kelly To Go. I really liked it. This piece in particular, I'm like, this is where you're like, Maddie, what's wrong? I'm a little superstitious. I could just be like a little woo-woo. And I had negative memories and emotions tied to this Kelly To Go. And I realized it like every time I used it, it was like I felt that energy again. And so I was like, I can't be feeling like that. I just need to get it out and I just need to start fresh. Like for whatever it was imbued with a bad memory, bad energy. And I was like, it can't stay. So because of that, I was like, all right, well, cleanse yourself of this energy and get it out of your life and out of your house. And I did. I would actually get the same exact bag again. I think just like a different one under different circumstances would make me more comfortable, if that makes sense. Okay, yeah, this tweed Kelly. This is like a really gorgeous one. This is another one of like imbued with negative memories. I don't know, like I just like if something bad happens to me and I'm wearing a particular outfit, I'm like, burn it. I don't know what my thing is. I think it can be live a new life somewhere else. Like yeah. And it's like, it's not like, yeah, I don't know. I can't explain it. I can't explain it. But I tell you, these things have left my life and I haven't thought about it like a single moment since, you know? So there you go. The Sweetheart bag. Okay, this one I went back and forth on because this one I truly did use a fair amount. But I just didn't think it was actually the right, I don't know, vibe isn't the word. It just seemed like it wasn't gonna age super well. It was like a little bit, I I don't know, sometimes, like, I love Chanel seasonal bags, don't get me wrong, but it just felt like it still looked good, but I felt like it wasn't gonna look good for 3, 4, 5 more years. And then as I compared this Sweetheart bag to the Constance, I was like, if I think about it, if I got a Constance in like a light pink color, this would have like 0 place. And so I'm like, so why would I keep that seat filled with something that wasn't a 10? Like, you know what I mean? Like, this bag, I would probably say it was like a 7 or 8 out of 10, not a 10 out of 10. And so because of that, I was like, yeah, I mean, like, we're only keeping 10s. And as she's sitting there on the shelf next to the Nano shopping tote, next to the Tweed Mini, next to the Constance, next to the Heart bag, I'm like, yeah, that's like obvious to me. Like, one of these things is not like the others. Like, she's not a 10, she's gotta go. And I think whoever got her probably really loves her because it's a really cute bag. It's a really cute bag. And if it was the only pink bag I had, I'd be thrilled over the moon with it. But unfortunately, she was like the 6th pink bag that I have, and it just like wasn't it. That said, now I have all bright pink bags and no light pink bag. So I'm in the market for a light pink bag, but it's gotta be a 10 out of 10. No 8 out of 10s allowed. So I'm holding out. I looked at the Super Mini and I felt like the Super Mini, like the little gaps at the side, I didn't like it. I'm holding out. My Rose Darling Birkin perhaps is the one. Oh yeah, next, this silver little crossbody. So this, at first I was gonna keep it because I was like, this is not a wallet on chain. This is like a little mini purse. And so I was liking it. I was using it more than the wallet on chains. I used it while traveling. I liked it. It was really fun. I just didn't feel like it elevated my outfit in any way. Like, for the most part, and maybe if it had been, I don't know if it was a different color or what, but it was just like so simplistic and not special in any way. It was like, would I wear this bag? Would I still, like, it's one of those bags actually where I was like, would I still wear it if it was from Zara? And I'm like, no, if this exact bag was from Zara without the CC logo, I'd be like, it's kind of like a little junky. I know that sounds bad, but the only thing that I like, the only reason why I liked it was because it has the CC logo on it. And I was like, well, that's not really good. And so it just felt like it wouldn't last the test of time and didn't like bring anything like super duper special to the outfits when I was wearing it. And I felt like any outfit where I was wearing this bag, oh my gosh, can you hear my dog having a panic attack? Sorry. Do I have to get her? Coco, Angel. Okay. Any outfit where I was wearing this bag could be improved by swapping it out for another bag, if that makes sense. So like, if I was wearing this bag with a pink outfit, if I switched it to the Nano Shopper, it would look better. If I was wearing this bag with like, I don't know, like my yellow Chanel jacket with this bag versus the yellow Chanel jacket and my hot pink Constance, the hot pink Constance is like so much better. Like, it just didn't add anything. And so I was like, I can't have it. I can't have it here. The next bag, okay, this is gonna be controversial. Yeah, I got rid of the silver star bag. The star charm's not in this photo, but this one also went. This was like, I don't know, I went back and forth on this one. The reason why I got rid of it, I liked it. I didn't love it. I think this bag is a 10 overall, but not a 10 for me. And I got an offer on this bag at a premium. And that pushed me over the edge. So I think if I had got, like, you know, if it had been like $4,000, I would have been like, I'll keep it, like I'll keep it for that amount of money. But it was a good premium over what I had paid. And I felt like I could keep it for another few years, but I wouldn't be able to ever get that premium again. I'm pretty sure even now I see them on Fashion File for less than retail. So I'm not really sure I don't know, it might have been a mistake. I don't really know. I don't know why I got a premium on this bag. I did get a premium on this bag. So that pushed me over the edge. And at the same time that that was happening, the 25S runway came out, and there was a silver bag in that runway that I liked more, that felt more true to me and my aesthetic. Because this, I felt like I liked it a lot, but it just wasn't perfect. And so all of those, I think, I don't know, call it serendipity or coincidences. I was like, this is too many things. Like, there's another silver bag that I want. It's like at a premium, like it's like the burnt toast theory, where it's like something is, this is where like I'm a little woo-woo, guys. Like I'm a little like, just a little stitious, not superstitious. I was like, if the universe is telling you to get rid of this bag, get rid of the bag. It's gotta go. So I did, and I haven't actually really thought about it since, except for my FA finding out. And that is the last bag that I got rid of this year. So that was that. That's all 15 bags. I guess some of them technically were SLGs that I got rid of, and why. You know, it is like a fraught thing talking about getting rid of bags on a channel. I know people feel different ways. They're like, oh, well, when you unboxed it, you said you'd love it and you'd keep it forever and all that stuff, and you're changing your mind. And I mean, yeah, that's true. Like, I changed my mind. Styles change, people change. Change is the only constant. But I do feel like really good with my collection now, especially like, yeah, I just feel like there's almost more there now that there are fewer bags. Like, I don't know, I can't articulate it more than that. It feels like I have more choices, even though there's, I think because all the choices are amazing, I'm not like feeling like there's as many gaps as I did before. So anyway, I hope this video is helpful to you. If you got rid of any bags this year, let me know in the comments down below what bag you got rid of and why you did. And I'd love to talk about it. Okay, guys, I will see you in my next video. Bye.